This is our garden outdoor plastic shed, ST5737, and it comes in 3 boxes. In this box, we are opening out panels G and panels H, which are labeled right here and right there. Opening box 2, you'll notice we have 6 panels, each labeled at the top. We also have a box of parts and our instruction manual. Box 3, we have 2 of these panels that are labeled right here, X4, and then we also have a bag of screws. This step, we have to connect panel A and panel B together. I've laid them side by side, and you'll notice that panel B has these holes, and panel A has these triangle parts that also line up with these holes. So you want to lay one on top of the other. You want to grab your screws from the letter P bag, and you want to screw those in to the 3 holes. Then we're connecting the panels that we connected A and B together to panel H. So I'm going to stand over it. I'm going to line up these hooks underneath to these holes on H. And once they're lined up and it falls in place, I'm going to slide to the side. Then I'm going to have Justin help me, and we're going to connect part D to part B. And Justin's going to do the same thing. He's going to align the hooks on the bottom to the holes on the bottom. And he's going to slide that towards me, and he's going to hold this while I screw in these 3 holes with the P screws. We're connecting panel C to panel A, and you're going to see again that we have these hooks that line up with these holes on the sides of panel H. So I'm going to line them up from the top, and I'm going to slide back. And then prepare screwing these in. We're working with parts G, parts O, and parts I, which we have 6 of. And these brackets, they line up on G, just right here. So you want to get your screws from the O bag, and you want to screw those in. Connecting the roof to the frame of the shed. So we're connecting part G to parts A and B, C and D. And the brackets that we previously installed are going to line up right here on each side. So I'll go ahead and install that right now. And then I'm going to go underneath and make sure those holes are lined up. Now that I have the roof on the shed, I'm connecting all the brackets with the letter O screws. And I'm having someone press down from the outside so that these holes line up. And I'm going to go ahead and screw those in one at a time. And we're connecting the brackets that connect the roof to the side panels, and they're labeled M1 and M2. M1 connects to panels D and B, and our bracket M2 connects to panels C and A. And you'll notice that one bracket mounts to like the top, and the other one mounts to the wall. So that's how you know which one goes where. You want to grab your screws from the R bag and screw those in. Already connected the side bracket. Now I'm going to connect the top bracket. I'm going to bend it over and line up the holes and screw them in with the screws labeled R. The screws from letter bag O to mount these I brackets onto panels E and panels F. I pre-installed the brackets on panel F, and I'm going to do the same thing for panel E. 4 brackets where they're supposed to go. Now I need to screw in this tab with screws R that were included in a bag onto panel F at the very bottom. So I'm going to line these up, put the screws inside, and then I'm going to drill those in. In this step, we're working with panel F. We're going to flip it over. We're going to use part J, which is this latch. And we're going to screw it in with the screws in the bag labeled R. So I just want to get my first screw Getting ready to install the doors onto the shed. We have I pre-installed this door already, and you can see it's connected with the screws O. So I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to grab the screws and screw in the door. We're using screws in the bag Q and part letter K, which is a magnet, and you want to line that up with these holes right here and screw those in. In this step, I opened up the whole shed and I installed X4 on the bottom, and you'll notice that it's the correct piece that goes on the bottom because the holes line up on the sides. And then we want to screw those in with the screws in the Y bag. So I'm going to get those right now. You have to install this piece next, which isn't on the assembly sheet, but it does go up here and it connects to this hook. So I'm just going to grab the screws from the R bag